So you've been traveling across the long, cold, frozen death road. Coming across a smattering of creatures along the way, and passing not just upon a new member who has joined you in your quest, but also ran across another group who seems to have found their own way up into this region on a mission of their own. After a very gooey encounter, you bedded down for the evening in the dome. And this is where we pick back up again. So as you were gathering some of your things and taking stock of your inventory and items and tending to a very inebriated and dazed Barrick.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who vomited fire onto the floor below him and noticed there was a sock buried in the snow.
Well, there was. Where does the sock come from? I don't wear socks. I've got hooves.
You notice that it does seem like the sock, it is frozen pretty solidly, but it seems to have something inside it. You see the little knobs of some kind of material inside this frozen sock.
I'm gonna. Can I take the thing? Is it too frozen to take the thing out?
You're able to pick it up. Yeah.
Okay.
You pick it up, no problem, and you go to kind of stretch it open, and it kind of cracks and tears at the fabric of the sock, and out of it spills a smattering of these smallish silver-colored coins. They look a little bit thicker than your average silver piece and a little bit bigger than a copper. There's a visage of a man's head with a tight little ponytail and some strange writing around the outside of it.
Where I found some coins in a sock. That was a really nice sock. It's torn. I don't know what they said.
Can I investigate the coins?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
look at the coins.
Yeah.
So I will take the coins from him.
They kind of just scatter on the
look at
ground.
them.
Just, you can pick a couple up and take a look at them. See if we can recognize anything.
21.
21. Phenomenal. There's it doesn't seem like there's any discernible value to them. They seem like it's no coin that you've ever seen before. It seems not of this realm.
Does anybody know can anybody read what's on the coin?
With a 21, you're able to make out it's similar to common. When you say one side says "In God We Trust," and you see 5 cent on the back.
It's a sock full of nickels.
Yeah. Sock full of nickels.
I
About 20 of them in there.
It's a nickel sock.
found $1.
I got $1.
I got $1.
Hey.
Well,
So what are we gonna do tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow.
You just set up the dome, so you're able to chat for a bit if you wanted to chat and figure out any plans, or you can take care of a very drunk
Yeah, we gotta.
Minotaur.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna.
gotta take care of Bubba over here.
I'm gonna lay him down. tuck
I'm
his
gonna
little.
go walk out and like snuggle with Greg.
Okay.
Just I'm
Never
gonna.
mind.
Fair enough.
How's it going? I put an arm over and just like.
Just nuzzle up. And really kind of like bristles for a moment. And it just like settles back down in the snow. Little head tilt toward you.
You're my best friend. And then I am going to attempt to fall asleep.
Right on.
I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Greg kind of buffers the wind off you a little bit. The rest of you are nice and cozy inside the dome with the warm humming box of soot bees from Icafan.
Where are we supposed to be heading?
We're going to Thurn. It's next outpost. It's light a beacon.
Yes.
How far?
I think we're like a day's ride. Day's
A
walk.
little less.
Yeah.
That's the day's walk.
Thurn. Tharn.
Darn. So y'all get your long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
I re-up my little carving that I did and pop more magic into it, so now I have the frost rune on a pendant
Right?
needed.
Get a new spell. Ding. I know. I mean, new spell.
The sun rises in the sky, and you are, you're feeling a little better. It's going good.
Hung over?
Roll a Constitution check. Just straight Constitution check.
That's gonna be 9. I'm hungover.
Yeah, he is.
Not real bad, but it's not great.
Would you like some hair of the bee?
I'm gonna be completely honest. If I don't drink another thing of mead in the next fortnight, it will be too soon. I appreciate it.
I was just going to break you off a piece of the honeycomb.
Oh, I'll take that.
I'll have a short conversation with the hive and get a piece of honeycomb for you.
I will eat the honeycomb and I'm assuming make a Constitution save, or
No.
Eats
Okay.
the honey.
I'm just gonna.
You immediately feel some like brightness return to the vision and a little bit of clarity.
Okay.
Still a little tender, but mentally you're feeling good.
I slept with an ice salamander last night. If I'm being perfectly honest, I've woken up next to worse. So I'm gonna pat him on the head and be like, "You're a good boy." So where are we headed?
Tharn.
Darn.
Let's. I'm
Arms?
Tharn.
gonna drink a lot of water.
All right. Plenty of snow around.
Yes.
It's easy to obtain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just
gather
don't-
up my things and
Yeah. I had the same.
hop on the back of Greg.
Got it.
Grug.
Saddling up.
Yeehaw, Greg.
I'm gonna walk.
You're gonna walk. Feel the cool breeze.
Everyone
The-
knows
the
the best
crisp
cure to a
cold.
hangover is a brisk workout.
Yeah. Get the blood flowing.
So we're just gonna continue on this road.
Making the way westward.
Downtown.
Have I successfully like de-gooed myself for the most part?
For the most part, there's still a few bits here and there, but
Okay.
they'll work themselves off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I got the sneak and shine out and kind of comb through.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Some
May
mane
have
tail.
blackened your toenails while you weren't looking.
Oh,
Oops.
That's a lot of toenail polish. That's
little mani-pedi.
yeah. Oh, I love a mani-pedi.
It's like, you need to take better care of these. On stone.
Clippity clop, clippity clop.
That's why I've been favoring my right foot.
Take out your. Scraped him down. Reshoot him.
I will walk in front of Greg.
Okay.
So I will kind of like lead the pack.
All right.
Are you riding Greg too?
Sure. I hop on the back of Greg as well.
So, what exactly are we going to be doing at Farn? I know we have to Farn.
Tharn.
Tharn.
I know we have to light the beacon,
Yes.
but does anybody have any other plans?
I think we'll get some more information when we get there.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Winging
meeting
it.
up with that friend of yours.
All my friends are here. Besides, I know a couple people, but
Well, we were talking just last night. You mentioned that you had an associate that was going to meet you there.
Yeah.
Is
oh,
Long Haul meeting us there?
oh, that guy.
Oh, yeah. Long Haul will be meeting you at Salt Steps.
That's it.
Oh,
Salt
that's why I
steps.
have salt steps written down in my
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
salt steps. It's not
Different
the.
place.
Yeah,
Rally
not-
Point, Salt Steps, Wizard Dimensions.
Final destination of
Yes.
the journey.
Okay.
Yes.
We gotta go through Tharn to get to the salt steps.
Yeah, cross the rest of Jotunheim to get to Salt Steps.
So that's like end goal.
Yeah.
Current
Yeah.
goal, like beacon, figure out more about the mob.
Yes.
Yes. So we
Could
got
be
like
Maws involved.
I just had a thought. Is Greg a boy or is he a girl? Do we know? Have we looked?
Have you looked?
I'm gonna make an animal handling check.
I have
Sure.
not looked.
I'm gonna not be on Greg while he
Hey!
looks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get off. Well,
We'll say that at one of the points where you take a break to give him a snack.
20.
I rolled a 21.
All right.
inquiring minds want to know.
So you check.
Yes.
Greg is female.
I don't know why I never thought to do that sooner.
Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment.
Truth.
Sleeping with it.
That was it for now. I have some.
That's what you find out.
Yes.
Igafan.
Yes.
Greg also has some male parts. On a natural 20.
That tracks. Natural 20 plus 7, 27 total.
It's a little column A, little column B.
Okay.
Kind of depends on their own situation.
So they're hermaphroditic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
big old lizard
all-
can
all of-
kind of
It's like
swap
to
between the two.
bees, right? Gender isn't even like a thing. There are workers and there's queen, and they can morph throughout their lives. For a salamander of this proportion to do so, all right, it is what it is.
Okay. Gender is a construct, man.
It really is.
That is all the questions I have. I'm just gonna continue
life
walking.
finds a way.
Yeah.
I don't know Jurassic Park's theme.
So, how long until we reach Tharn? So a couple days.
Going at your pace. Oh, it'll be within the day. It'll probably be like early to mid-afternoon by the time you get there.
Okay.
As you
I
get.
said,
No, go ahead.
I suggest that like I could speak with Greg
Absolutely.
Sure. I will cast Speak with Animals. Hey, sorry to just do this last night and then not talk to you while we were cleaning all the goop off.
Yeah. What?
So,
Do you have a question? Do you have snacks?
I
More snacks, please.
snacks.
Snacks?
I assume we'll come.
Snacks.
I'm having a bit of a hard time hearing you, Ty.
Snacks? Want snacks? Snacks, please? Snacks?
Snacks will come. Yes. I was just wondering, snacks aside, if you had like a name you'd like for us to call you, or a way like you'd want to be referred to at all.
Greg.
Excuse me?
Greg.
Greg.
Like snacks.
Greg likes snacks.
Greg likes snacks. All right.
All right. That's all we needed to know. We will try to get you some snacks.
We are in the woods, correct? Or is there woods?
You're in the kind of frozen open road area.
Okay. I would like to do a perception to see if I can find like a deer or something like that he
Something.
could eat.
Okay. Survival check. Then.
Would this be considered tracking?
Sure.
Then I get advantage.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, nice. 22.
22. You don't notice any tracks for anything like a deer, but you do notice some smaller tracks look fairly rabbit-like. You're able to follow them for a bit. They kind of dart off towards. It almost looks like a rocky outcragging of some small caves.
I want to go look in the caves.
Okay.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
So make an investigation check, I guess, as you track up. The cave openings themselves are fairly small. They're almost burrow-sized, so you would be able to get in by like really crunching down. Like even for you, it's a tight squeeze.
17.
17. You get close and you get down into the edge of a snowbank and you kind of poke your head up and listen and try to get your head in there a little bit more just to see if you can hone in. You do hear kind of probably about 10 feet deep into this small little cave the sounds of like rustling.
I'm gonna toss, I have, ball bearings.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a ball bearing and like toss it.
Yeah.
Not to like pelt anybody.
Yeah,
but
just kind of like, bing.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you toss this ball bearing in, you hear it kind of like ding, 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 ding. You hear this scurrying kind of like pick up, and some of it sounds like it moves away, and some of it sounds like it's coming towards you pretty quickly. So go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Looks like she's about to get rushed.
Wow.
a bunch of bargains.
Six.
Fair enough. You push yourself back out of the way, and you don't see the details of this creature at all. You just see kind of like a furry blur pass right beyond your face. The rest of you see this like large rabbit-looking creature with like a long singular horn coming out of its forehead as it kind of like bounds through the snow. What are you all doing? What's everybody doing when they see this?
That looks like a perfect snack for Greg. I'm going to pull out one of my throwing hammer and just like shoot.
All right.
As you're throwing it, I'm going, no!
I just want a friend.
I did want a friend.
Can I?
That's a
Yeah,
nat.
throwing hammer happens.
Well, that was a nat 20.
God damn it.
Oh.
I hate this.
Kill the cute bunny thing that Picus wanted to befriend.
The whole point of this was to try to find. Can I deem this non-lethal?
You want to
No.
stun?
Yes, I want to stun, not kill.
I mean,
You
Greg
just
wants.
threw an axe at it.
I threw
With a
a
nat
hammer.
20.
It was a hammer. Let's
It
get
could just
right.
be a very accurate light toss.
Jesus.
Like he's playing yard darts.
So you
This is not how we make friends.
You don't know how I make friends.
He doesn't want to make friends.
clips the side. And you see it as it impacts, kind of like side brushes into the snow. And you just see like the handle of the hammer sticking up out of the snow.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over and grab the hammer.
As you lift the hammer up, you do not see the creature underneath it.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
God damn it.
Can I detect magic to see if anything magical just happened? Because it's disappearing.
Sure.
I mean,
Rabbit
it sounds
thing.
like it was pretty magical.
Something cute runs out with a horn, and the first thing you do is just like chuck a hammer at it.
I was trying to find food for Greg.
You want like an Arcana check?
Not, I guess I wouldn't know this in character, but some of you have seen these before. They were at our favorite interdimensional pizza shop. They were part of the ring toss game there.
They were.
I don't remember anything about the ring toss game.
I don't remember
19.
19. You do note that there was some kind of magic at play in that particular instant. You get the faint glimpses of it's like a magic. We're gonna say magic. Magic. But yes, it's a you would have known this creature to be an Almirage or Blink Bunny,
No, cool.
colloquially, and they can whenever they want,
Nice.
Like when people throw hammers at him.
like when people throw hammers at them. Precisely.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess that's that.
Next time you see something cute, don't throw a hammer at it.
To be fair, I didn't look
be
to see
fair,
if it was cute to
It was
begin with.
little and
I
fluffy
just
and it had a horn.
I just threw the hammer I wasn't paying
Investigate pigs
attention
by myself next
to
time.
aesthetics.
Note to self: find Picus a
Don't
cute
bring the
animal.
brute next
Wasn't
time.
there? Wasn't
We
there more-
already have a cute animal.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Nothing against you, Greg.
It's me.
They.
Greg is pretty cute. We can all agree.
Wasn't
They
there?
are
Kind of
cute.
like bristled up for a moment and is
And you.
Oh. Wasn't there another one in the hole? Didn't we hear one scuttle forward and one scuttle back? Can we try to trap the other one?
I don't know if I can get in that far. I think I got
Maybe
in
we
there
can coax it out. Like, here,
Here, cute thing. We won't kill you like the
I
last
could
one.
certainly send some things in after it.
Okay.
I feel like maybe we've terrorized them enough now. You're gonna make me feel bad for throwing a hammer at one.
I bet the bees could be friendly.
They can, but the Mirage, I don't know if it will know that.
Might just.
They can be a little skitterish.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
what
that's
they
ridiculously
are.
cute.
Why would you throw a hammer at that?
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and find dig through our rations and find like some carrots or something, and like Mage Hand my hand in there to see, and I'm gonna and see if I can lure it out with carrots and a.
Put your swords and hammers away.
I'm
I'll
just
be
gonna
"All right,
walk
guys,
back over to
you stand
Greg.
here, and we're gonna lure it out, and then you can catch it."
I'm gonna go hang out with Amrix and be like, they got mad at me for throwing a hammer at it. I was hunting.
You're not gonna find any sympathy here, man. Don't go throwing hammers at things.
Y'all are no fun.
Yeah, you're right. We're not.
I've noticed.
Only throw it at the scary things.
It's just so yeah.
You know, it's a fine line.
Animal handling check at advantage.
All
Fine line.
A fine line between cute and scary.
Yeah. Well,
Is
it's
that
a fluffy
wisdom?
bunny.
I didn't know what it was.
It's not gonna hurt you.
Yes.
Are we out of jerky?
It's like the
Can
size
we not
of
give
your
him any more
hoof.
jerky?
We need
15
rations.
As your floating hand of carrots goes into the cave. You can hear some scurries, like soft, tepid approach. And you start to pull the hand back and slowly lure another one out towards the mouth of the little cave. And you just see its kind of head poke out, sniffing, trying to get towards the carrot, and sees you, and it's frozen. It grabs a carrot, and you see the whole thing just go.
Aww.
No.
Now, what would have been really funny is if I would have thrown a hammer at it.
It was so cute.
Do you want to try again?
I think that
You
might
see
have
up
been
on
all
top
them.
of one of the rocks, about like 15-20 feet up. You see it pop up there, holding the carrot.
Ikafan,
Yep,
can you talk to it?
I certainly can. I'm going to use my Speak with Small Beasts feature.
Work your magic. Tell it I'm sorry. I'm yelling.
That's not
I'm
the one.
sorry.
That's not the one you threw the hammer at. That's the one
it
we
can
get the
pass
cure.
the word along.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Sorry to give you a little scare. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Buddy, pal? You're fine? That was a really deep voice. You're fine?
Yeah. What are you guys doing out here?
We're headed to, what's the name of I always
Darn.
Tharn.
We're
Yeah,
just traveling.
Big great place.
We were looking for something for a big salamander to eat. Don't worry. Not you, I promise.
Yeah, I'll poke him in the face.
I bet you will. Hell yeah, brother.
You gotta make a habit of like just going around people's houses and like poking around inside there and freaking everyone out. It's kind of rude, man.
I know. And frankly, we should have been, better travelers. It's the tourists really that ruin beautiful places like this.
Tell me about it. Got a little quiet
you
life.
You wanna like hitch a ride with us? You good? Like you got any want to see the world?
No, not really.
Tell 'em
I
we
mean,
have
you
more
can-
carrots.
I can go wherever I want, whenever I want.
Aw.
Yeah,
Kind of like the
I
freedom
get
of it. Live off the land, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, I'm all about that.
He's a bohemian hippie. Wink, wink.
Ask him if Picus can pet him.
Yeah, can like my friend, like, I don't know, autograph, pet, just like little nuzzle.
And then you're gone, right? Then you're leaving?
We can be if that's the arrangement. Sure.
Oh, all right. Hold on, I'll be right down. Pops up right next to you.
So I can't hear the conversation at all. So I'm like,
Nope.
"Hi,
You
little
can hear my
buddy.
side.
Yeah.
Hi, little buddy. So cute."
Just the most like defeated look of just like, all right, fine.
He's just like, this
get
is
it
very
over with.
beneath me.
Oh, you like it right behind the ears? Oh,
All
he's
right,
so
it's kind of
cute.
nice. And
Stop
gets the little
it.
foot going.
Can we keep him?
No, I'm sorry. That's not the way that the deal works.
Oh, he's real cute.
And it just holds one paw up towards you.
Oh, you shake too. Oh.
Yeah, you guys, y'all have a good time then.
Yep, I got you. Appreciate it. Sorry again.
Bye, little guy.
Thanks for carrot.
Tell him to tell his friend I'm sorry I threw a hammer.
Sorry, what?
Tell him to tell his friend I'm sorry about the hammer.
And we're also sorry about the hammer.
I'll let him know. Appreciate it.
Let's just go.
2 hours later.
2 hours later, back on the road. The death road.
The end of the death road.
Do we see anything else on this part of the road other than the little burrow cave to the side?
Not much. This is still a very like
Just open? Okay.
open expanse. You do know that you're approaching the rest of like the main portion of Jotunheim, because you can see that the road is starting to widen a little bit more, and the coast is starting to kind of like move a little further away on one end. The sky in front of you to the north is still very much the god in all its weird twinkly glory. But the sky that you're heading towards seems oddly gray. Just the kind of a melancholy void of color and emotion, like just bland and bleak. Whatever trees may have been there, you can see just the remnant trunk and branches of a few scattered along the landscape. Rocks start to crag up and create almost a valley passage. And as you get close to this entry point, you can see just beyond the tower of Tharn, just looming lonely in the middle of a barren valley covered in snow. You can hear the wind howling across the plain.
Are there any other houses, huts, or anything? Or is it just Craigley Valley and then the tower?
Craigley Valley, tower.
Dang. Alright.
This place looks foreboding.
Right, the Fortress of Tharn sits before you in the distance. Not that far. Making your approach to the tower.
Do we see anything other than the tower?
Make a perception check.
Thank you.
All of us or just him?
Nat 20!
Never mind.
I'll let it carry. Amrix, you have been just like on guard this whole time, and just the pure paranoia of the travel across this road has put you on the highest of alert. And as soon as you see the tower, you have this moment where your scales bristle with the knowledge that something isn't right. And you are correct. You see around the base and the tower itself, you see something kind of moving and swirling, almost like in a flight pattern, as these shapes kind of dart and swirl, and you can hear the sounds of combat before you, carried across the wind. What you see is about a dozen of these large winged bird creatures with like long slender necks battering around the tower itself. As you get even closer, you see other creatures crawling up the side of it that have kind of like a large singular green eye on their head, with these massive hands and claws with like spikes sticking out of their backs. And from the top of the tower, you can see bolts of magical energy and arcane damage being wrought down upon these creatures as they attack the tower.
So there's a wizard at the top shooting some magic down. All right.
Some fairly deft aim. Every so often one of them hits and you see it just kind of like burst in the air and scatter down to the ground below.
How far away are we?
This is like as you're approaching, so you're coming up probably 150 feet from the tower at the moment.
Okay.
From like the actual base of it.
Have we seen the winged, feathered, long-necked things before? Like with the raids on the boat? Because there were two other.
They're not like that, but go ahead and roll a history check or nature check, whichever one you feel.
That would be. Oh yeah, so 0. In history, nature would be. Oh, nature's 0 too. So yeah,
Fantastic.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, these are new.
All right,
These are
cool.
Very new to you.
Fun.
Super weird, very gnarly, gnashing beak things.
By this point, do all of us see it? If we're
yeah.
that close, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of address the group and say, like, should we let our presence be known to those of the tower?
Well, if we
I'd say if we attack, they'll know that we're down here.
we can't really get the message up to them without them
Seen it.
hearing it.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, we're not far from them, so...
Maybe we should try to sneak up on them rather than be
The
like,
tower's about 120 feet
"Oh,
tall.
we are coming."
Yeah. Well, because I have a yaller horn.
This is also true.
Yeah.
So, are we
So if
gonna
we wanna-
actually plan an
That-
attack? Is that what we're doing?
Are we? I don't know.
Are we gonna
personally,
be
I'm ready to go.
proactive?
What's this?
Rather than just throwing
Rather than
knives.
just running head on and throwing hammers?
I'm very much a running head-on kind of person.
We know.
But
Maybe we have two groups.
We are aware.
Do we
of-
want to split the party and
No.
have two groups run forward and then flank them?
During your approach, they still do not seem to notice you.
Igathan, what are your thoughts?
this is simply too much. Look, if we go in, swords a swinging, as it were, we're gonna get chopped down quite quick. If we can get inside the tower and away from the insanity that this is, I think that's our best bet. Or, it seemed... I'm coming in a little late here. You need to light a beacon in this tower, is that the case?
Yes.
Why can't the people in the tower already light that beacon?
I don't have that answer.
As you're discussing, you see almost like a huge gust of wind kind of like swirl around the upper portion of the tower, and it causes 5 of these winged creatures to just scatter, torn asunder by the whipping wind.
We were gonna find out how to light the beacon when we got here. I'm guessing that the wizard up there has the info, and it may take more than one person to light it.
He also seems a bit preoccupied right now.
I agree, if we can get into the tower somehow.
Is it completely surrounded? Like, from what we can see, the base of the tower is completely surrounded, or just
the base
this?
is not. The winged creatures are flying kind of around, up about halfway to the upper portion of it,
Okay.
the upper half, and these other the green eyeball creatures are like scaling the side of it.
Okay. Do we see an entrance that is?
There is a main entry door
Okay.
at the base. Yes.
That is clear of a
There
lot.
are there's nothing ground level.
All right, let's get inside.
Should we sneak then?
Let's make a dead sprint for that entrance.
Yeah,
What if
no,
we can't get
no,
through the
there's
door?
at this point there's no sneaking. Also, I don't sneak.
Clippity-clop.
Clippity clop, clippity clop. Well, that's
And
okay.
and
I don't think
dead
that's
sprint.
flank. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see you guys.
You guys
Barrel it.
get on Greg.
Okay.
I'm already on Greg.
I'm running. I'm not gonna get on Greg.
You're hoofing it. Come on now. That was too good.
Was that an athletics check?
Sure.
19.
Nice. So, all right, you're dead sprint
Yeah.
to these doors. The rest of you on Greg following suit as he scampers across. One of the green eyeball creatures notices your approach and drops down and takes like as he impacts the ground in front of the doorway, you see like one of the legs buckles a little. Stands maybe 8 foot tall, and just a mouthful of teeth, gigantic, singular green eye glaring at you, long arms with massive finger claws, just and swipes at you.
I am going to.
You're
I
in
would
full sprint.
So I would consider that a dash. Could you consider that a dash?
Would you consider that? Sure.
I am going to
He misses his swing.
misses his swing.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use Goring Rush.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That is gonna be unarmed with horns with D8 plus strength mod.
D6.
D6. Okay.
Yeah.
10 damage.
All right. You see, Barrick full sprint gores this creature, shoving him into the door. And as you impact the door, you can hear it kind of like creaks open. This thing is kind of stuck between you and the stone door.
Okay.
Yeah. It does not look good. It is like busted leg already. Your horn has like gutted half of his torso. It wouldn't.
So
It's not gonna take much. With them, with Greg right behind you,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say you can use your reaction to do one thing, and that's all you get
Okay.
before Greg.
I am just gonna sweep him backwards towards Greg. I'm just gonna.
Awesome.
Snack time!
I don't know if Greg's gonna want to eat that.
Well, maybe.
So is that a strength?
Yeah, we'll call it a strength check. Yeah, it's athletics because you're trying to toss him off you.
Nat
Did it
20.
again. God damn it.
Jesus.
There's a lot of nat 20s today.
There's a lot.
This
It's ridiculous.
this glittery die
Yeah,
is
it's got the spark.
my secret weapon.
Got the juice.
It's got the juice.
It's not corn.
No.
All right. As you fling this creature backwards, Greg is going to attempt to catch it in his mouth. So I need the three of you to make dex saves
Good.
to avoid being bucked off of a very fast-moving, hungry frost salamander.
Do I need to roll anything for Greg?
10.
Roll a bite attack.
A bite attack?
18.
18,
25.
25.
Jesus Christ.
13.
Oh, and also, Icafan, you are riding Greg.
Yeah.
I will need a dex save from you as well, please.
13.
Wondrous.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay.
So Amrix and Icafan,
Fall off.
the two of you get shunted off of Greg's back as he bounds up to catch this thing in his mouth, and you just hear like this wet crunching sound as you kind of like scatter into the snow around the sides. The two of you are able to like grab on tight enough.
12 damage on that bite attack.
Fantastic.
Can I do a see if I roll and
Yeah,
superhero pose?
yeah. We got an acrobatics check.
Like you totally meant to fly off.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Yeah.
the intent.
Go for the save.
Yep. 7 doesn't do it.
Yeah, you try to go for it, and like just the impact like hits a little off, and instead of going the full turn, you kind of skid a little bit.
Laying here on my back.
Just
I go ways.
very refreshing.
Yeah. I try to take the backpack hive off, or like try to rotate mid-air to try to make sure that I absorb the impact and it doesn't.
Okay. Go for an acrobatics check.
I think we'll just 5 + 1 6.
Angry bees.
Angry bees.
Yeah, bees are not happy. The bees are very
I'm
unhappy.
sorry.
The bees are very mad. As that happens, Greg barrels in through the door and skids into the main entry hall of Tharn.
Okay. Do I see that Icafan and Amrix fell off Greg?
Yeah, you'd be able to see that.
All right. Which one of them is farther? Or did they about fall off at about the same spot?
About the same spot.
Okay, I'm gonna
One on one side, one on the other.
I'm gonna run out, grab Ichafan
Okay.
and the hive. You're holding on to the hive?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Ichafan and basically like under one arm, walk over to Amrix, hike him up, and push them both through the door.
Right on.
And then slam it shut behind me.
Can you pick up Amrix?
Can I pick up Amrix? Oh, I can absolutely pick up. How much do you weigh? Use your lock. What?
325
Use your
pounds.
lock to lock the door.
Ooh.
Sorry. Yeah, he's got a lot of extra armor on him. You're able to
How much did you say you weigh?
325.
Oh, that's nothing for me.
Yeah, you're able to
Yeah.
like get him up onto his feet.
Yeah.
And kind of just let's go.
Yeah, and then I slam the door shut behind
Okay.
us. And then, is there like a way to lock that door?
Make a perception check.
12.
You do see that there's like a large wooden beam, this thing is like a 12 by 12, just lock bar that
Okay.
you can slam down into the bracing brackets for the door.
Okay. Amrix, help me with this, and we're gonna the door down.
All right. Make a strength check.
17.
Gosh, I can't see that.
This seems kind of important.
Don't worry.
Does this
Got an
beam
8.
weigh more than 300 and some pounds?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is like a 20-foot long. It's essentially a tree. It's just been like shorn on the sides a little bit.
8.
I'm going to.
It's okay.
Okay.
It takes a moment, but you're able to get it levered over, set up, and in place.
Okay.
Just it wasn't like a
Yeah.
It was more of a go ahead. All right. All right. You are
Walked
now
inside.
inside. You've braced the door. You can still hear the commotion ensuing outside, but it does sound like it is dying down. The first thing you notice is that the interior of this is just covered in like a thick layer of dust. It doesn't look like it's been tended to much in a while.
Okay.
Everything is made out of just this heavy dark gray stone. There's like a small entry table with what you assumed were at some point some like portraitures hanging on the walls, but it's hard to see what they're portraits of because dust. There's a large stairwell that heads up along like the outer circumference and spirals up into the rest of the tower.
I say we just go
Up we go.
directly up the stairs. Does anybody else have any other opinions of that?
Will Greg fit up the stairs or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Pike?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm on Greg still.
Oh, okay. What were you saying to Kafan?
You can head up ahead. I gotta deal with this, and I'm gesturing to this very angry beehive that's in my hands. Man, or I'll be right behind, but I have to get this sorted out.
Okay. Up the stairs. Well, right on.
As you get to the second floor, you see it opens up into this, roughly constructed, very very simplistic, great hall. There's a large hearth, fireplace along one edge of it, a large big stone dais, and a very very elaborately carved throne that almost looks like it's made out of metal. It's just this ironwood constructed throne. Several long tables adorn the floor with benches and seats, all empty. Some of the chairs are turned off to the side, and there's a large chandelier that hangs from the ceiling. All the candles seem to have melted. You can see the wax coming down. And you can hear from just above where you are the sounds of the battle finishing, as that whipping wind just seems to echo like a reverberance inside the chamber. It almost pulses on your heads. At which point, two very tall looking frost giants come down. They both have like gaunt faces. One of them is a little bulkier, one of them is really lithe, and they just have mountains and mounds of furs and stuff draped upon them, covered in bits of goo, holding a couple of large swords, and one of them's got this gnarly looking Morning Star mace. And they're just kind of yeah, that's good. And oh hey, what's up?
We I hope you don't mind. We kind of let ourselves in.
Did you lock the door?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. There was one of those the eye things kind of tried to block the way.
Yeah, they're gross, right?
Yeah.
I smashed one of them so good.
Yeah.
I got some on me right here.
Yeah. I slammed it full force into the door
Right on.
with my head, and then threw it behind me, and then he ate him.
Sweet.
What happened? What's happening?
It's monsters and stuff. They just show up, and we get to kill them, and it's great. You should probably talk to Dad.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. I'll go get him. You guys go sit down. I'll go get him. And the tall one kind of strides up the stairs. The bulky guy who's still standing there with you. My name's Beldor.
Beric.
What's up?
You said
you
these are-
guys need to come and have a seat. My brother's gonna go get Dad. My brother is Baudor.
Bador.
Baudor, yeah. And our dad's name is Balchor. Balcor.
Do you have a sister named Hodor?
No.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
Is this the one that has the Morning Star?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the...
These are frost giants, right?
Yep.
So they're about
they're probably about
15 feet tall?
15 to 18-ish feet. Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna point to his weapon and be like, that is cool.
This is Judy.
Judy?
Yeah,
I like it.
it's mine. You can't have it.
No, I'm gonna pull my hammer
Okay.
off and be like, this is it doesn't have a name. But this is mine.
Right on.
So, what does your dad do? Is he a wizard?
Well, I mean, we could all do some kind of magic, but he just kind of runs the castle here.
And how many of you are there?
Just the three of us. Mom died a while ago, but she still hangs out sometimes.
Good. What?
Oh yeah, you can come on. I'll introduce your mom. And as you get back down to at the middle of the Great Hall, you can see now as he starts to stoke the fire in the hearth that there's a large cabinet with a glass pane front, and inside it is the skeleton, kind of like this, standing up, of his very long dead mother.
Wow.
Cool.
Can I roll an insight check to see if these people are sane?
Sure.
I mean, how sane would you consider a frost giant?
I mean, he has his mom and insight. What are you? Why am I stupid? That's a 14.
I mean, sane is kind of a relative term when it comes to giants in general, specifically frost giants. He seems pretty sane, but he seems kind of dumb.
Okay, this is do I think that this is a normal activity to put your dead mother in a cabinet?
No, definitely not normal.
Okay. That was more is this a weird cultural thing that I'm not understanding, or is this just specific to the
This is
the
a
doors?
very specifically weird thing for them to be doing. Yeah. The other brother returns with Belcourt and looks very similar to the other two. Tall, but not quite as tall. Very gaunt face, and just almost, if stone could be leathery, that's kind of his general vibe. Again, with the mounds of fur and leather robes, he comes down, just perma-scowl. What brings you to Thar?
We're here to light the beacon.
You don't light the beacon. I light the beacon. It's my charge to light the beacon.
All right.
If you need the beacon lit, that's something I can do
We need the beacon lit.
right now.
No. Message stone. Maybe we could message,
Long haul.
Long Haul.
Okay.
Because we have to coordinate it, right?
Yeah.
No, I thought. Now this is the part I'm gonna actually just kind of sidle over to Ikafan and be like, now this is the part that I don't quite understand. I'm just kind of here for the fight, for the fun of it.
I can tell you.
So I kind of let them handle this because I don't quite understand.
We don't understand either.
Yeah, I mean, I know you don't understand either, but
I can't remember now if the beacons were going to be lit and then we were all going to do something at once.
It was when you reached Salt Steps to send, or when you're ready to do the actual push, to light the beacons to coordinate the attack, or coordinate the ritual, or whatever it is.
So we don't have to light the beacon right now.
does not need to be lit right now.
Okay, so
We
I
just
guess.
need to negotiate for it.
Your path to kind of like inform them along the way
Okay.
So we're really just messengers.
and saying, yeah, you're kind of like Paul Revering right now. You'd be like, hey, something's going down. Hey, something's going down. Hey, something's gonna go down, and everybody be like on alert and ready.
But how are we gonna let them know when it's time to light the beacon?
I think there's a beacon in.
There's several points along the way, so as,
Once one's lit, they'll just.
It would be like the scene from where Gondor calls for aid. Is that what
Yeah.
we're assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
nailed it. Nice.
Perfect. Okay.
Rohan
In the extended version, not the shortened version. Sorry. Okay. So, Belcor.
You relay to
Yeah.
to Belcor the information, and
We got to do a ritual to help close the
Gah.
Ga.
yeah.
We need the beacons lit. You'll know when it's time because you'll see the other ones lit. We're counting on you to be our dude.
I can do that.
High five.
He just stares at you.
All right, I guess not.
Would I know who this wizard is since I am also a half giant wizard? Like, is he famous enough that I would have heard of him?
Roll a history check.
Okay, because okay. History.
Or her street.
That's so intelligent. Okay, cool. For 18.
It's not talked about much, but like you heard the name Mother Bitterbones in reference to the where Tharn is from time to time, but he's less wizard as he is more just like a long-standing like. He's been there for as long as who knows.
Okay.
But he's of the old bloodline kind of deal.
Gotcha. So he's not necessarily like a learned magic, it's more innate. That's what
Very-
you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Balcor.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
He,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a looker.
yeah, he is. he is not a looker.
No. None of them are. They're
Wowie.
They've seen some
real
stuff.
craggy.
They've seen some stuff, and yeah, okay.
How? I'm trying to think of a way to try to word this sensitively. And I'm drawing a blank. How did your wife die?
She died about 150 years ago.
Okay.
Natural causes, best I can surmise. One day she just didn't wake up.
So your son mentioned that sometimes she still hangs out. What?
He just gestures. She's always here.
Wait,
Did you put her in the glass case because of the rock you can't really bury?
No, just thought that she'd like to hang out here. This is her favorite room of the house.
Fair enough.
so she doesn't. There's no other. Picus, can you tackle this one? I can't figure out how to say this without pissing him off.
Could I detect magic to see if there's any like necromancy going on?
Sure.
I think I have one of those things.
Oh, that's like a 6.
I believe I have.
No further questions.
She looks like she was very pretty.
Let me. She looks like she was a homely woman.
She looks like you did the right thing. I don't know why we're talking about this. We can talk about anything else. Changing the subject, do you happen to have a library in here? Or, a place to do research?
Or can you read?
I can read, yes.
Okay.
There's some books. My wife was more of the reader. The third floor was her room that we shared. I don't bring myself to be in there much because her presence is no longer there.
I understand.
May we go to the room and like read the books? Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna stay down here.
Well, I'm heading up to the library.
I'll go.
Yeah.
up with
Study?
you guys.
Meanwhile, the brothers are just fascinated by Greg. What is it? It can't him. Yes, they just start talking to you about Greg, and they
Yeah, I'm gonna like kinda like
their little moment.
pat gesture to let him know that it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then who's going up to look at books? Amrix.
Me.
Everybody else. Sweet.
A little too excited to go look at books.
I don't.
Not gonna lie.
I don't do books.
Yeah. You're gonna talk with the brothers.
Yeah.
About Greg. All right. So
I don't trust the library.
you head up into the room. When you get in there, the hall itself is just musty. Like, yeah, it's that like stale tapestry. Hasn't been opened in many years. Everything just like the air tastes like chalk. But you do see a singular bookshelf, a large bookshelf, but it's a singular bookshelf. On it are a few piles of some scrolls, several what look to be leather-bound books, and just like a stack of like note paper.
Does the note paper say anything on it?
Doodles mostly. All of them have some version of like flowers or a meadow field or a forest or like a river, and they're very like simple, just line drawings, but no words or anything on them.
Okay.
What are you looking for, Cathan?
I'm looking for information on a flower. Its name is lost to time. When they said that they had been here for 150 years, I thought that they might have had, some type of information, or at least a direction to go. That's why I'm out here. I have been assigned to search the realm for whatever you want to give the name of it temporarily. And once I find it, then everything will be right again.
Searching for what to name the realm?
The flower.
What? No, the name of a long-lost flower.
Oh,
What's the flower look like? Do you know, or is it just, or what's the idea?
It is how the story goes that the name had been struck from all record, so that no one else could find it. But the bees will know it when they do. So I just need some direction so I can bring them to it, even if I don't know exactly what it looks like. But I'm just looking for anything, information on powerful flora, information on, an ancient flower, information on something like that. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Alright, well, open the scroll. I'll look at the scrolls.
Sure. What languages do you know?
Draconic and Common.
You're able to read part of one of the scrolls, but the rest of them you don't understand the language. You recognize it as some forms of giant, but also like scribbles for some of the other ones. The part that you do find talks about, or the part that you can read talks about like distant lands, vacation plans, kind of a list of places to go, almost like the like plotting out a little.
Do I know any of those places?
Part of it, one of it does talk about Vanaheim, and then part of it talks about going down to Niflheim, see the like glacier falls.
So I would like to start with the first book on the top shelf and just go.
Yep.
And I'll keep an eye out for your ancient flower, any references, and then I would like to look at any sort of like anything to do with the god, anything to do with where my powers might come from, like giant, if he has anything like that, and then that's what I would like to do. And I will sit here as long as possible.
Fantastic. It takes you a while. You're able to piece together not as much about that magic stuff, but there is like one of the books about like giant lineages, mostly the old line, and how like there's a very very like storybookish start to it. Back in the beginning of time and the dawn of the world, the giants were created from clay and rock and molded into being.
Gotcha.
Just very poetic. And then how the story of how the capital city was founded, the history of Jotunheim as a land, the war between the dwarves and the giants, and just kind of a very poetic telling of the history of Jotunheim. Really, really nice. Doesn't have much in the way of specific information, though.
Gotcha.
One of the books you do find does talk about the regional flora and fauna.
Okay.
It said that there are areas in the northern mountain ranges that have largely gone unexplored because terrain and natural hazards and some more of the larger and aggressive types of creatures that have made that area their home.
Okay. If it's in a different language than what Igathan would read, I'll basically copy it down in common and then hand him,
Sure.
like, this is what I found. Because I don't know. I'm assuming it's written in Giant.
Most of this is all written in Giant.
And I don't know if you can speak Giant, but...
I cannot, but I appreciate this.
So I will basically do the Clip Notes version and give it to Igathan.
It's more of a direction than I had yesterday. So
To the north.
Right on.
I go off and tell Beehive about it.
They buzz enthusiastically.
Buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Hopefully that makes up for damaging it earlier.
Anything else for anybody?
I'm just poking around,
Just
flipping through stuff.
yeah, checking like the trunks and cupboards and under the beds, just looking for things.
More so like if I'm like in a bookstore, you know, just kind of like flipping through picking a book up every once in a while, like flipping through it, putting it down. Not really, I'm not on any course direction.
Yeah, just there, just vibing it.
Yep.
Alright.
I just didn't feel like hanging out with Mama.
It's fair. It's unsettling.
Yeah.
She's been there for quite a while. Right.
Do we want to call Long Haul and tell him that we've got Belcor on board with lighting the beacon?
Sure.
While we're up here in the library, it seems to be quieter.
Yes.
So I use my little talking stone and call Long Haul and tell him Belcor at Tharn will light the beacon when it's time. And over. Roger, Roger.
Okay. Great news. Here at the Tree of Gilorn, been a lot of increased activity from the Gaw. Mostly creatures trying to snack on the fruit from the grape tree.
The grape tree?
The great tree.
Okay, grape tree.
The great tree of Gilorn. Which you are well aware of as it's like a very sacred place in Vanaheim. You don't just go there like a tourist. Like you will be stopped. Special business only. Very, very exclusive. Glorngwyn caught a cultist in the forests trying to use a deep diamond to pull creatures from the webs of Enter. May have been others, but I just got here.
What time of day is it?
It's early evening, right around 5, 6-ish.
Maybe we should see if they mind if we just hunker down here for the night.
Meanwhile, the brothers are having the best time.
You want
Trading stories of battles and saying like, oh, like
Maybe in
just,
the library?
just, oh, you would, yeah, you ripped a thing off.
They
the head
ripped the
off?
dead
Like,
body.
I totally ripped the thing's head
Oh,
off.
it was.
And, like,
it's right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool, man.
Don't worry, wherever we say we can just pop a
I,
little time.
I tore something open
That's
with its
true.
legs.
Hang out
Chicken
in the
bone.
hut, in the house.
I've
Indoor
always
tent.
wanted to try that.
Indoor camping.
I've always wanted to try that. I mean, I've got these horns. They're useful. I made a thing explode, just like yesterday.
You gotta show me how to do that.
We'll get together. We'll do this.
Yeah.
Do we know where we need to go?
It covered me in goo, as you can like.
And they just kind of like gesture to each other.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I tamed this guy. We just ran into him in a cave, and now look, he's my friend. Some think that he's the only friend I have, and I'm okay with that.
He's the only friend I have. He's not the only friend he has.
Well, now you've got me.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Now,
Some say she's the best friend.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, it's getting kind of late. Can we camp here for the night? I mean, we've been out on the road for days. I haven't slept in a bed ever. But I'd like to try it.
Okay.
I've always wanted to try a bed.
Yeah. We have beds.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, well, like, we don't have extra beds. Like, I have a bed, and he has a bed, and my dad has a bed, and that's all the beds. But we could use a bench, or you sleep on one of the tables. It's kind of like a bed.
Yeah.
And we'll bring, like, I don't know, some pillows and some furs and stuff.
I mean, last night I slept in the snow, in the cold, with him.
Listen, that was your choice.
No, you're not here.
yeah, we can. His dad, they can stay here, right? Is that cool if they stay here? Can they stay here, please? Just fine. Just don't make a ruckus.
No ruckus. I promise. I promise I will not make a ruckus. And I'm usually the ruckus maker. So, we'll be good.
I'm gonna wander back into the room that I don't want to be in, and I'm gonna ask Belacor. So we're heading to Salt Steps, but we want to hit the next tower on the way. Do you know which direction we would head?
You talking the next tower or the next beacon point?
The next beacon point.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go through the forest valley to the west. If you head a little bit south, you can stop at Theod. It's a great place. Very fun. It's where we take our weekends from time to time.
What's
Blow off some steam.
What's it called again?
Theod.
THIAD.
And what did you say? We have to travel through the forest valley? Is that what you said to get?
There's a forest valley to the west. To take you past Theod. Or through Theod. Then you'll get to Glamgroen, the capital city. And that's the next beacon point.
Okay. Now, how far? How many days' journey? To Theod.
It'll take a couple days.
Okay.
We're going camping.
We've been camping for weeks.
I know. I'm just
Um,
right side of the coin.
well, we're gonna stay here tonight. Anybody have any issues with that?
Can we sleep in the library?
If you want.
Yeah. Mom creeps me out.
I'm still in the library reading.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not leaving
Yeah,
unless
you're
someone
soaking up
comes
every
and gets to me.
bit. Yeah.
How often do you have to battle those things that were here today?
What year is it now?
Oh
To be
my.
honest, I don't know.
Fair enough. It's been a couple of years now. They've been really ramping up the last 7 or 8 months.
Okay. So you have to fight them like daily.
Just about.
Okay.
Wowie.
So if we hang around long enough, we'll probably have to fight them with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably would. It's alright, I can make quick work of it.
Well, don't take all the fun.
Why not? It's my tower.
That's true. You do have home field advantage.
What's a field?
Don't. It's a saying.
Is it? I've never heard of it.
You know, back in Faug, we have a lot of fields. And usually there's a field around one's homestead. And you would happen to know that field like the back of your hand. So anything that would happen in that field, you would have advantage. Because it's the field around your home, or as they like to say, the home field. So, home field advantage.
I always found that having a good vantage point gives you more advantage.
Exactly.
So if you're on top of a tower, like I have tower advantage.
Home tower advantage.
Yes.
The tower is also my home.
Yes.
So like a hometown advantage.
Hometown advantage.
Sure.
So let's just hang around, camp out for the day. We will hit the road tomorrow.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah, I suppose.
There was also that. There was one more bit on Longhaul's message.
Oh, sorry.
There's a sign off bit saying like, I hope your journey's going well, and you're finding some useful intelligence. Also, if you stopped at Gwyvin, take a boat across the sea so that you don't have to take the long road of death. Should have said that before.
Damn it.
Goodbye.
You know, we love boats, don't we, Picus?
If he knew where we were, wouldn't he have known that we already took the wrong road, whatever?
Long road of death.
Yep.
Long death road.
But I don't like boats.
Well,
But
do you?
you
not a
like
good
boats
experience with
less
boats.
than walking on the long death road.
I preferred the long death road.
I've been having a good time on the long
Boats.
death road.
Yeah, you've been having a bang up time.
I'm gonna say though, going back, it might be more quicker if we get on a boat. Just saying. Because if I remember correctly, there's a little like an ocean there. So there's a little craters. I meant to
Safe.
print it out. But,
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you're up
but
there,
I can't.
you
I don't
do.
remember.
One of the books you come across seems very much to be like a journal
Okay.
written by Belker's wife. It talks mostly about how incredibly bleak and lonely and dull he is.
She died of boredom. Sorry.
Quite possibly. The only thing that he has like going for him is the fact that he is very, very good at defending Tharn and the land because of his abilities.
Mhm.
She's never met another person, giant or otherwise, who was able to match his particular brand of magic.
Okay.
She has no idea how he does it, but he does it really well. And something about her is like, that's the bad boy spark that I need. Everything else, nothing. Just no conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I once I'm done reading, I would like to go up to Falcor and just basically try to talk to him about like, how does this work? How does that work? Where did you study at? Did you study like kind of like that brown nosing kid in like high school?
Yeah, and it makes a very simple, hearty stew. Not a lot of flavor to it. It's literally just like meat and some potatoes, and that's it. But it warms you up, it fills you up, and you get to talk to him about magic. It's less about learning it and more about feeling it from within.
Gotcha.
You focus your disdain for others and channel it into a destructive force. You can do just about anything you want.
I was just clearing my throat, but I did want to make a question. Is this supposed to be a Jack Nicholson impression? Because you were
No.
pulling it off very well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
So I would glean that he's more of a sorcerer than a wizard,
A little bit more of source.
and then I would just
But-
kind of,
But there's things that can be learned.
and then I'd just see if like he
From it.
recognizes like my rune crafty. Any ideas
Okay.
about it or where it came from?
In talking with him, he's able to give you enough information to kind of like give you some good notes to really kind of like build off of. But in describing like how he uses magic, it doesn't quite connect for you.
Gotcha.
But there's bits and pieces there that are very intriguing. He calls it his flay wind.
Okay.
Basically anything with skin. Will rip the skin apart from the rest of their bodies.
Cool.
And things that don't have skin. It's nothing that can stop them from being torn apart. It's highly effective, and if those high-nosed bastards down in the city would have bothered asking, could have shown them. Instead, or you just stay out here. Quieter. Excellent note.
Has he always? Sorry. Can I ask him? Like, have you always lived here? Like, did you build this tower yourself?
Not by myself. But we did build it. And then it's been my charge for the last 900 years. As the evening wears on, you're all able to settle in and stay much more comfortable, or at least the most comfort you've had in a few days. You're welcome to stay here for the night and sleep well, and in the morning you can get the hell out.
Thank you for your hospitality.
to fight.
And he goes upstairs. The brothers hang out for a little while until everyone's asleep, and the one brother kind of drags the other one up.
I'm gonna curl up in front of the fire, like on the floor.
And then I'll add, do we want to put a dome up, or do we feel pretty safe here?
I feel safe, but I also have no proper sense of safety.
Would it be rude to put up like a pillow fort dome inside of his house? What do you think, Pinkus?
Upstairs,
okay either
they're
way.
not there anymore. They've
Oh.
gone up to their rooms to go to sleep. So y'all can do what you will.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, let's pop a tent.
All right, we're gonna make.
Move a couple of the tables out of the way. Get a nice little spot.
And then I'll throw some like furs over it just to make it look like it's just a giant pile of furs, so it's not just obvious that there's a giant, or not giant, but
Yeah, just the dome.
it's like a pillow fort but with furs.
Yeah, a fur fort. Dig it. That is where we will leave things for tonight. And then in 2 weeks, we will venture back out into the wilds of the old time.